Hey, my name is Tyler Boronski. You're watching my YouTube channel where I'm sitting down with recognizable faces in professional sports, entertainment, and the digital space. Today's guest, he spent parts of 11 seasons in the show, primarily with the Boston Red Sox. He's a 2016 MLB All-Star, 2018 Gold Glove winner, has that World Series ring to his name from that year as well. He's right now with the Long Island Ducks in the Atlantic League, trying to make his way back to the show. He's Jackie Bradley Jr. Jackie, thanks for taking the time. And a little weird to say Long Island Ducks. How are you adjusting being in the league and in that situation so far?
No, I appreciate it. It is an adjustment. I mean, I guess no matter what level you're at, you're going to have to make adjustments either way. I needed to play. I hadn't competed since June of last year. So this league gave me an opportunity to be able to do that, to hopefully get back to the major leagues.
Given all of the success you have had in your career, though, was it a process to, I guess, humble yourself to, play in this league? Again, given all the accolades.
No. Baseball is baseball. You gotta play the game to be able to, get there. The best avenue for me wasn't going to be, sit at home and hope for a call. Sometimes you gotta be proactive and make moves that you feel like is going to benefit you. And when teams see you play, you almost gotta, kind of force the hand. So that's the goal I'm going for.
What was your connection with this organization? And I guess, when did they reach out and I guess things really get going with the Ducks?
I wouldn't say there was a, so-called connection. I knew I wanted to continue to play, to get back to the big leagues. And, it was one of those last minute things where it all happened literally at the last minute. I told my agent that I wanted to, continue to play. I got less than a year to go until I hopefully become, fully vested with 10 years of service time. So, like I said, I needed to get on the field and continue to get my reps in.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I was going to ask, what really is the biggest motivator? Obviously, you want to get back to the show, but your reason why behind it, is it, obviously getting the 10 years of service time, how important is that for you?
It's at this point, it's very important. I think it's kind of like the little last notch on the belt. And, then from there, I feel like I've accomplished everything that I've needed to accomplish.
Anything that surprised you about playing the Atlantic League so far? Obviously, there is a lot of former big league guys and AAA caliber talent there. I used to cover the Atlantic League a while ago. I know there's a lot of new teams and stadiums since then. Anything that surprised you about the experience, I guess, so far? I'll let you take that however you want.
There's a lot more turf field than I thought.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's a reason, behind it. So just making sure that you're protecting your body a little bit and, listening to your body. But I don't think so. There's a lot of good ball players in this league. A lot of guys who are hungry and want to, compete. And I think that's what it's all about. Good competition and being able to hopefully further your career.
I saw you guys played against Pablo a couple series ago. Did you catch up with him at all?
Absolutely. Yeah, I always catch up with my guys that I know. It was good to hear him and talk with him and check in on his family.
Are you giving yourself a timeline with the situation with the Ducks? Are you giving it to? Are you planning right now? I'm going to play the full season with them, even if I don't get picked up. What's your mindset?
I signed the contract. I'm going to play.
Love it.
I'm a man of my word.
One cool thing I've seen with this experience for you is I've seen opposing players, especially like younger guys, want to take pictures with you, and obviously they looked up to you. How does that feel? And I guess any stories from some of those interactions so far?
I guess that just means there's a lot of time that has passed for them to, say that they've, I guess, looked up to me ever since they were younger. And I feel like in the grand scheme of things, I'm not that old. I mean, I'm in the prime of my life. But as you know, the more I did come up pretty early at a young age, so that it kind of gives you more exposure, especially now with everything being televised, and so just gotta gave the opportunity for kids to watch me play, and I'm grateful, and obviously appreciate them, and I guess I made an impact on them, so that's a good thing.
Time really does fly. I still remember when you first came up, so I can't believe it's gone that quickly. I'm sure one thing they love to ask you about is the 2018 season, just players and fans. When you look back at the 2018 ALCS for you personally against the Astros, what do you remember feeling? Because obviously it seemed impossible to get you out in that series. I feel like I might be wrong about this, but all the RBIs with 2 outs. So,
yep.
Just what do you remember your headspace being like during that series?
I got out plenty of times during that series.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem like it. It just didn't seem like it was with 2 outs.
Yeah.
So I don't know. At that particular moment, you're just trying to make the best of each particular situation. Obviously, with people on base, pitchers are going to want to attack you a little bit more, especially with 2 outs. They want to try to get the last out. So you're just kind of just being aggressive in the zone, happen to make some good swings and some good counts, and kind of just kept it pushing forward. I think I have my team a lot to. They continue to make sure we had that little pass the baton mentality. So if one guy didn't get it done, the next did. Absolutely, man.
And when you guys got to the World Series, it was kind of like that to the max. I mean, you had your own home run, but obviously guys like Steve Pearce delivering, Moreland, Evaldi on the mound. I mean, it really just goes on and on the list. Any favorite moments? Just take out your home run, but any favorite moments just celebrating your teammates that was just really cool to witness in that 2018 World Series that just really stands out?
I think just the last game, winning it all. That's what you go into every single year striving for, is to win it all as a team, to not only make it to the playoffs, but to win the World Series. That's the ultimate goal, and we happened to do that on an unbelievable year. That was one of the years that could be topped. Not only did we win the World Series, but we also broke the Red Sox, wins ever for Red Sox history. So, it was a pretty special year from top to bottom.
How'd you guys celebrate that night? I know you guys were in LA when you clinched, so how'd you celebrate?
A lot. A lot.
The right answer.
We'll just go. We enjoyed family while we were there.
Love
Everybody was family.
Your first stint was till 2020. Then you get traded to the Brewers. Come back to the Red Sox in 2022. I know things didn't work on the second stint, and you end up with Toronto. But you end up playing with the Red Sox for the first time in your career. You returned to Fenway. What do you remember from that experience, and I guess how surreal and strange that I'm sure was?
Actually, it felt normal. I mean, obviously, you're playing against a team that you've been with for your whole career, but I'm very familiar with the ballpark, with the fans, everything that's surrounding it. So I just kind of almost treated it like a home game. I went out to my same favorite restaurants and hung out with the same people. So it was a good experience for me.
Yeah, man. It was weird to see you in the Blue Jays uniform, but I'm glad you're able to normalize it as much as possible.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We'll do some rapid fire to finish it up and let you get back. Do you have a favorite individual highlight that if you look up on YouTube, Jackie Bradley Jr. highlights, whether offensively or defensively, any favorite individual highlights of yours that you would show people, I guess, to sum up your career?
Honestly, I have no idea. I feel like highlights are something that I probably would, I guess, think about once I'm done playing. I don't know. It's been probably a couple diving plays, a couple of cool throws, and a couple of I think I have a few 2-homer games.
I always love the one in Camden Yards, the one when Brazier was on the mound. And
Trey.
Yeah, against Trey. I mean, that's probably my favorite of yours. Who are still some of your closest teammates from the 2018 team that you're still in contact with on a regular basis?
Xander, Marcus. I call him Marcus. Y'all call him Mookie. It's just so it has clarification.
Yeah.
Andrew. I mean, a lot of this. I mean, Andrew Benintendi, by the way. Who else do I obviously talked to Steve Pierce. We got that Gamecock connection.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? Matt Barnes. Talked to Matt Barnes. Chris Sale. Chris Sale, we live in the same city, so.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
We play golf together.
Yeah, he's showing right now this year. I mean, he's killing it. I just saw you another shout out yesterday. So
that's awesome. And I mean, there's a few other people too, but you got me on rapid fire, so.
Yeah, I know. You're good, man. Favorite visiting MLB ballpark? So take out the teams you played for as a home player. Seattle. Why is that?
Seattle. I just love the atmosphere out there. I love the stadium. I love all of the touristy things you can do in Seattle. The food's awesome as well. But yeah, Seattle's always been a top one for me.
It's a clean city too. That's what I like about Seattle. Underrated pitch in your career that's kind of had your number. So maybe take away the superstar names. Just a guy that you still have had a tough at bat. Always.
Tough at bats. Underrated. Kevin Gossman.
Gossman, okay.
Gossman. I wouldn't say that's underrated though. He's
pretty good now. Wait, did you struggle with him when he was like early in his career too, with the Orioles?
I've gotten him a few times. I've gotten him a few times, but
okay.
I just seem to not be able to get him consistently.
All right. Last one for you. And this one you can kind of expand on the answer, but I know on your Instagram you've been trying out different food spots in Long Island. One, I guess, what's been one of the favorites so far? And I guess two, why has that been important for you to, get ingrained in the community and, try all these local spots the way you have?
First of all, I like food. So I'm going to make that happen. I always like to go to new places and pick out like the local spots. Everybody can eat the chains, but I want to go to a spot that only the locals would know about. So kind of like little hole in the wall or mom and pop shops. But it's a big, I love the Italian food. I love Italian food. I love all food. I love seafood. So barbecue. They're huge in the bagels in Long Island. So yeah, they love their bagel shops there. So I've been able to kind of just go around and pick spots depending on what I'm feeling that day, and just kind of making it happen.
You've been consistent with it. And people recognize you at all? Just going to these different shops?
I'm able to blend in now. Remember, I'm old, so everybody's focused on the young kids now.
I love it, man. Hey, thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it, and hoping to see you back in the show soon.
Appreciate it, Ty.